Yo, once again, it's on. Back at you one more again, Real Kens TV in the house like kitchen sinks. Hopefully, you like the video. Feel free to comment, share, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and hit that post notification. So, anytime I bring you this heat, this action, guess what? You're amongst the first to receive it. Now, with no further ado, let's get into this morning's video, if you will. I'm not going to keep you all long. I made a video earlier in regards to YouTube sensation Jay Williams, Let's Live Life. Yeah, I mean, he's been incarcerated. He's charged with eluding the police while driving drunk and also having a firearm. Now, I just watched the video that he made from, jail, and everything that I'm saying is pretty much, straight from the horse's mouth. He said it. He acknowledged it. My thing is this, to give you all a better insight, because a lot of you all haven't been incarcerated before, and that's a great thing to have never been incarcerated, so you don't really understand what's going on. He's already acknowledged the fact that he's probably going to have to do some time because he ran from the police, and that's a no-no. He's in a Commonwealth state. You run from the police on foot is one thing, but when you run in a vehicle, it's another thing. So it's going to be a felony conviction, the fact that he ran from the police. That's just what it's going to be. Now, as far as the firearm, let me explain something to you all. You're in a Commonwealth state, okay? So when they did pull him over, they didn't find a gun. Now, they don't necessarily have to find a gun because there was a victim. There was someone that came down and filed a complaint. As long as a person files a complaint, that's all they need, especially in a Commonwealth state. Someone came down there, filled out the paperwork, and said Jay Williams, brandished the firearm. That's all that they need. Now, he also said that that person came back and recanted their statement. It doesn't matter because in a Commonwealth state, even if you recant your statement, guess what? There is no dropping the charges because the Commonwealth's simply going to pick it up. He has some things working in his favor because if the person recanted their statement, they recanted their statement. However, what typically happens in a situation like that, I'm from Kentucky. Kentucky Blue, go Wildcats. But what happens is if that person is not able to kind of just, disappear, and when I say disappear, I mean like not be contacted by the police and the prosecutors. That's what I mean when I say disappear. They're going to give that individual an option. Okay, you're going to jail for obstruction of justice and lying and filing a fake police report. And if it's a woman, you really, you're going to be away from your kids. I'm not saying that it is a woman. I'm just hypothetically speaking. Or you're going to come and you're going to tell the truth like you did initially. If you don't, your butt is going to jail. That's how they play, man. So you can have the best lawyers in the world. You can have, unless they can, somehow contest the stop or, something like that, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. And Jay Williams has to understand, and I'm sure that he understands, but he's talking a little bit too much, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any way, And prosecutors don't like that. They don't like that, Oh, he thinks he's going to come up with the bond money and he's on here and all these people. And because guess what they're going to say? He's a flight risk. Your Honor, we don't want him out because look at the overwhelming support that he has from thousands of people that he doesn't even know. Who's to say that he won't raise the money and lead and flee the country? That's how they talk. That's how prosecutors talk. They know good and well he's not going to flee the country, but that's what they do. That's what they say. So if they really have it in for you, they're going to do whatever they can do to make sure that you do not get a bond. And if you do get a bond, they want it to be as high as it possibly can be. I don't know what Virginia's bond, you know, situation is, if you will. I know in Kentucky, whatever your bond is what it is. There's no bail bondsman and there's no automatic 10%. If your bond's 50,000, that's your bond. Now you may go to court, about a week or so later, and your lawyer, he's able to, negotiate to get it down to 10%. You pay 5,000 to get out, but that's not always, a given. So Jay Williams, I understand you want to be home with your family. I understand, but you're doing a little bit too much talking online because they're watching and monitoring every single thing that you say. And I know you're a seasoned vet at this, so you already know. So I'm not telling you anything that you don't know, and I'm definitely not hating. I'm just hoping and praying for the guy that the feds don't come in and pick up the case. Because if the feds pick up the case, there's no bond. You know what I mean? He's already said that he has a violent past. In the eyes of the Commonwealth, or in the eyes of, the criminal system, if you will. So you don't want the feds to come in and pick it up. That's no, you don't want that. He knows it. You all may not know it. He does not want the feds. The feds pick it up, and you got mandatory minimums, you got guidelines that they go by. They don't care about no YouTube views. They don't care about who you inspired. They don't care about anything. You fall under certain categories. And if whatever category that you fall in, okay, boom, you facing, 120 months to, which is 10 years, 120 months to, whatever, 240 months, whatever category that you fall in, that's what you fall in. So hopefully he doesn't have to deal with that. He said he's been home for 9 years, so he's been out of the system for a while. He shouldn't be looked at as a habitual offender, so he shouldn't be facing any sort of sentence enhancements because he's been home for so long. I don't know the ins and outs of his case, but I'm just simply saying, he has some fighting to do. He has some fighting to do. Hopefully he can make it home to his family, be on the ankle monitor as he mentioned, and just start to rebuild. But Jay, you gotta quit saying that you didn't do anything. You can't keep saying, I'm in here for nothing, I didn't do anything. But you may not have done anything initially, but when you took off in that Charger and didn't just simply pull over, you know what I mean? According to the Commonwealth of Virginia, you eluded the police, evaded the police, and that's a felony. So you can't just keep saying that you're in jail for nothing. Accept responsibility for it like you did. You said you're gonna plead guilty, and continue to hold yourself accountable. I know you're angry, but don't be so angry because you're coming across totally different from how you come across on your videos. I need y'all to run that. I need y'all. Nah, man, that's not how you approach it. Be the Jay Williams on your video. People gonna do for you, guess what? Simply because they're gonna do for you. But when you're getting on video saying, man, I need y'all to run it, it's like as though some, people owe you something, and that's not the situation. I understand that you're anxious to get home. I've done over 10 years, man. So I definitely feel, but the sense of entitlement is going to turn some people away. I'm looking at the comments, a whole lot of haters in the comments, man. They ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? They just haters. But the sense of entitlement, people work hard for their money. And, people are wondering, like, man, you got the successful, construction company, and you making all this money on YouTube, and where's all the money at? People are wondering that. I understand that lawyers cost money. I understand that a lawyer probably costs you 25 to 50,000. At least. I understand that your bond is going to be high. I understand that your family has to eat. Your family has to survive. But so does everybody else. So you kind of, try to approach it a little bit more smooth, Not, man, I need y'all to run that. Y'all do this and y'all do that. I ain't do nothing. I mean, nah, man, that's not the way to approach it, because that's not the Jay Williams that everybody fell in love with. Pause. Hopefully everything works out for you, man. Hopefully I've given you all, I don't have to know him. I don't have to talk to him. I seen the interview. I seen what he said. I've been through the system numerous amount of times, not bragging because there's nothing to brag about. And he has an uphill battle. Hopefully they give him his bond tomorrow and he can come home. But if not, there's still other ways to generate money. Like you said, continue to have people watch the videos and continue to do the videos from jail. You're just going to have to do it in a different manner. People love you, so they still going to watch you. You see what I'm saying? Even if you're incarcerated, they're going to tune in. YouTube checks, they're going to continue to come, man. You just got to be smart about it. Use your mind, man, because you're a very smart dude, it seems. And everything's going to work itself out, man. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to give the people a little insight, once again, because in a Commonwealth state, it doesn't just, you know what I mean? They don't necessarily have to see you with it. If someone said you did it, then it's your job to prove that you didn't do it. Real Kens TV, man. Hopefully you like the video. Feel free to share it, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and hit that post notification. So anytime I bring you this heat, this action, guess what? You're amongst the first to receive it, man. You know what I mean? Free Jay Williams, man. Let's live life. We out.